I think I took myself a little off guard with getting ready for school and packing my week with too much stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. My name is Stephanie Beebe. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm a part of Isagenix. I've been with Isagenix for 4.5 years. And when Isagenix was introduced to me, I had just given birth to our third child. And I was tired. I was napping the entire time. And I was just really having a difficult time having energy. Am I echoing to different people? Is it okay? Is my voice okay? It's echoing here at the house. All right, great. And so I was really just having a difficult time staying awake and being with my children. And when it was introduced, okay, we are echoing. When it was introduced to me, I immediately wanted to be a part of what was being offered as I needed the energy and I knew I needed something. I was having a lot of difficult time just throughout the day and staying awake. And so my body accepted it so very well. When I started using the product, I immediately woke up and I felt all kinds of energy. It just felt amazing. And so what I found by using this nutrition system, oh yeah, if you guys can go ahead and mute if you're not speaking, would be great. But what I found by using the system is I just truly woke up and I became Stephanie again. And if you're a parent or even a parent of dogs and cats, and you know how your life becomes part of their life, I needed to become myself again. And that's what this nutrition enabled me to do. I was able to just really feel alive. I slept really well, and I was able to relieve a lot of stress. So we want to welcome you to tonight's call. And again, if you haven't started the program and maybe you were just introduced to it today or yesterday, or maybe you've been hearing about it for a while, keep an open heart and an open mind as to what this might do for you. Our program and our product is just food. It's food that truly makes a difference as to how we feel, our stress levels and our sleep and our activity level, and it just changes life. But it does make life a little bit more simple. The food is extremely convenient. So does anyone have a busy life? Kind of a crazy life. Yeah, exactly. And sometimes it's hard to know exactly what to eat. Sometimes it's hard to prepare meals. Like today, I've been on the go ever since 8 a.m. this morning, and it's just go, 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 go. And it's hard to be able to get the right nutrition for myself and for the family. And Isagenix has really allowed me to be able to give the entire family the right vitamins and minerals and in a very quick, short amount of time. A lot of questions that people ask when they're looking at doing a program like this is, one, I like to eat. Does anyone like to eat food? Right? Okay, good. You're still going to eat. Don't worry. You're still going to eat food and you're still going to enjoy the different things that you like. You might change a few things, and that happens extremely organic and naturally. Because what happens when you begin to eat this way is your body starts to crave different foods. And by craving the different foods, it's usually going to be protein and vegetables. But trust us, you're going to eat and you're going to enjoy life. You guys already said that a lot of you have busy lives, so having more convenient food can be a really big blessing to a lot of people and families. I know it certainly has been to ours. And then just to be able to feel better, to be able to think better. Has anyone ever had that brain fog where you just cannot get your mind and your brain going and you're like, oh my gosh, I just need to wake up, or have that energy? I know that's a big complaint that a lot of people have nowadays, is having the energy to do what you want to do, but your body and your brain are just not there with you. So that's a lot of what this food does. It does so much more, and our three presenters are going to share exactly what it has done for them. But again, we want to thank you all for being here and having this open mind. You were all brought here for a reason, whether it was because of your friend speaking or someone else invited you, or you've just been curious and saw some of our different marketing on social media or the different places that we share. And the reason why we share is strictly out of passion. We really have a passion as to how we feel and how we can help other people feel. We know that there's a lot of people who are looking to feel differently, maybe to look differently. And some people spend their days and the nights searching on the internet and reading a bunch of labels and ingredients, and they're just trying to figure out how to do it. A lot of us that have already been a part of Isagenix were that way. I myself was with raw foods prior to starting this. We've got so many different stories of different lifestyles and nutrition plans, from whole foods to paleo to raw to diabetic diets, to extreme athletic diets. It's all just in search of how can I feel the best way possible, and how can I really truly use my brain power and my body to focus and to have the energy that I've always wanted to have. And that's what Isagenix has done for a lot of us. So I'm going to go ahead and start turning it over to our presenters. They're going to share their story of how they felt before Isagenix and how they feel now, what a difference it has meant to them. They're also going to share their favorite products with you. And some of our products are not necessarily food products. Isagenix provides a lot of different opportunities for us. One that may or may not come up is our community, but I wanted to share that with you because the community makes all the difference. Has anyone ever gone on a diet? And by the way, we don't diet, but has anyone ever gone on a diet and you're all by yourself and you just struggle because nobody's listening to you and nobody understands what you're going through, and it's difficult. We provide that community and that love and that support and that motivation to keep you going every single day. But again, this isn't a diet. We eat food, we eat a lot of food, and we have a lot of fun, and we enjoy each other. We've become a community of a family and a tribe. And so with that, I'm going to begin with our first presenter. It's Heather Shamrock Lyons. And Heather came into this program. She's going to share her story, but she tried a few other things beforehand. And this is where she's going to stay. And I'm sure she's never, ever going to change her lifestyle with food once she started this. Heather, can you share your story with all of us?
Sure, I'd be happy to. First, I'd like to thank everybody for joining and our back to school event. I think it's great that you're taking time out to, think about yourself and your own health, especially during this hectic time. But as Stephanie said, I've tried a few things. That's probably an understatement. I think I've tried every program out there at some point in time. And before I tried,
the oven was just heating up. It didn't ring to be done.
I guess, Charlene, you need to mute, I guess. But I had tried everything out there, and at this point I was getting frustrated. I'd lost some of the weight, but then would gain it back. Sometimes more, it seemed like. I was tired, I was lethargic. I have a 12-year-old and a 7-year-old that I couldn't keep up with, and to be honest, I was tired of wasting money on a lot of these programs that didn't seem to work for me. So, I was open and I was out there, and I ran across a Facebook post from my college friend Fiona, posting some amazing results. And of course, I had to know what she was doing. So I asked her for some info, and she told me about this great superfood nutrition she was using and the nutritional cleansing program. She's someone I trusted. We talked about my goals and what I wanted to do, and it sounded like a great fit. So I hopped in. I love the system. I love the taste of the food, which has been a really nice change from some of the programs I used. But, your weight loss journey is not all sunshine and roses every single day. What I found is my issue is a lot of times 90% mental and emotional. So what I love about the Isagenix program are some of their support systems and support programs. The one I like the best is the Healthy Mind and Body. It's a 60-day online program. You do it at your own pace. You get daily reminders, so you stay on task. But it got me to explore some of the underlying reasons for my previous habits, helped me change my mindset. And this is just not about weight loss. It's about all of my life experience. So, I'm losing weight. I'm feeling great. My mental self and emotional self are along for the journey this time. I'm trying things I've never done before. I've taken up running half marathons. And for anybody who went to high school with me, they may think that's the funniest thing known to mankind, because I was always the child in PE trying to find a way to get out of running 1 mile. And now I pay to run 13. My big goal is to run a half marathon in all of the 50 states. So far, I'll be on state 8. So this is, for me, trust me, that is quite an accomplishment. It's changed. Isagenix has changed my whole outlook. I mean, this really is a community. It's been a gift for my entire family. I have a son on the autism spectrum, and he has food sensitivities with his sensory issues, and protein intake has always been an issue. I mean, it's been an ongoing issue for 10 plus years, and I'm finally happy to say that he loves our bars and he started drinking our shakes. So Mommy's got this great peace of mind that he's getting this great nutrition and thriving. I mean, it affects how you perform in school. It affects just your overall outcome. And it's just been such a gift. And I don't know if I can state that enough. I hope it comes across, because, this has just changed multiple aspects of my life. So I want to thank Fiona for introducing me, and I'm here to stay. So, and thank you again for letting me share my story. I'd like to pass it on to our next presenter, who is Damon Hummel. He's an inspiration for me from the fitness aspect, since I'm, getting into running and learning how to do things that I never thought I would. So I'm looking to him for some inspiration on that front as well. Damon?
Oh, thank you very much, Heather. I just want to say good. First off, I want to welcome everyone for making tonight's Zoom call. Also, I'd like to thank Heather and Stephanie for hosting our back-to-school virtual party. This has been a great opportunity to hear from successful stories tonight and hear some about the Isagenix product. Kind of start off with, my name is Damon Hummel. I look like I'm having a little trouble with my screen here. I live in Napa, Indiana. It's the northern part of the state. I hate to say it, I'm high school industrial arts, coach wrestling, track and field. My wife, Angie, and I have 3 beautiful, strong-willed kids. My story kind of consists of being a college football athlete, going into the teaching and coaching for my professional career, promoting the dad bod for way too long now. I think I might go to the dad body before I even had kids, and then coming full circle to just go ahead and get my body back. This has been good for me. It's been really exciting. For the last 18 years, I ate like I was still playing college football. My quantity was way out of control, and my late night snack was major. It was difficult. Those two things together with the quantity and the late night snacking, it really hurt me. I tried numerous ways to control it. I counted the points. I starved myself. I cardio machined it. I detoxed. I mean, I'm even a high school wrestling coach. Think I could figure that out. But I failed to lose the weight that I gained over the years. My wife does a great job with dinner menu, consisting mostly of a paleo-type eating style with protein and veggie dinners. We eat really well, but again, I totally sabotage that every night by eating way too much quantity and then late night snacking with the chips, cookies, and the ice cream. Just looking at that mentally, it was difficult for me. The Healthy Mind and Body program that Heather just spoke about was instrumental in my weight loss. It helped me overcome my mental part of losing the weight I need to lose. So this last March, my best friend Aaron Sims introduced me to Isagenix. He talked about the different packages available for weight loss cleanse. In my head, I knew what I had to do to lose weight. Everyone knows it's calories in and calories out. My first problem was I was skeptical about the product. And secondly, I was a little nervous about the price. He also wanted me to build the Isagenix business with him. I told him I couldn't really promote something that I hadn't tried yet. So I spoke with my wife. We decided to jump in with both feet. I bought one of the stacks, followed it to a T, lost more than 20 pounds. Now I'm down a total of 45 pounds. Didn't realize until I lost the weight is how much stress I was under, how depressed I was. I mean, really, with the extra weight there. Going out and just playing with the kids in the yard was difficult at times. Sleeping wasn't well. I felt bloated all the time when I ate. I just had that acid feeling after every time. It just felt disgusting, kind of like after you eat that large pizza. But it was gone. The whole feeling was gone after I started going through. And I can honestly say, and sit here and honestly tell you that the products worked for me. Today I'm a new man. My energy level is high. I actually enjoy working out because I can move better. I sleep better. I now understand that quantity of food and snacking has been taken care of. I really feel like the old athletic Damon is back. This has happened just all in the last 4 months since Aaron's come around and kind of introduced me to Isagenix. In the long run, this has totally changed my life, mentally, physically. I would recommend tonight, if you get a chance, to sit down with the person that invited you here and talk more about it. I mean, it doesn't cost you anything to talk. Just to let you know, my favorite product is the Isagenix meal replacements. I really enjoy those. Actually, I enjoy all of them. I like strawberry, vanilla, and the chocolate. I even like to mix them. But 240 calories are in this. It is a meal replacement. There's 24 grams of protein, 8 grams of dietary fiber, 23 vitamins. I mean, it's easy to take, easy to use, easy to shake up. My kids absolutely love it. It's been really, really good for me. I know my wife enjoys it. It's easy and quick to get out in the morning and to leave to get to work. Finally, I just want to say thank you for your time tonight. If you have any questions, please get with the person that invited you here. I'm not is Mary Kay here yet? Is she on?
I'm here.
Hi, Mary Kay. How are you?
I'm good, Damon. How are you?
Good. Here's my big intro for you. All right.
Okay.
Thanks, everybody. I saw a lot of faces I recognize. That's good. We'll be talking soon. Next thing, I'm going to introduce Mary Kay Lapari. Mary Kay is an extreme athlete in the sport of roller derby. I'm excited that she's currently consuming Isagenix Amp line, which is part of our performance package, which is my next pack that I ordered. It's all yours, Mary Kay.
Thank you, Damon. Good evening. It's so nice to see so many people on this call. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. I look forward to sharing my story. I have to say, Damon and Heather, both of you have done phenomenal, and your stories are very inspiring. I sit here and I'm blown away by what you've said. And to kind of piggyback on that a little bit, I think all of us, for the most part, are kind of in that stage of life where we've peaked already and we've been in the best shape that we have and can be. For females, we've had a couple kids by now, at least if you're in my age realm, you have, and just want to kind of get back into that dress you had or those jeans that you love and you're not quite there. So with that being said, I'm going to talk about why I got onto Isagenix. And I started about 2 months ago, and I knew little about the product, but I knew a lot about the results. And I say that because my wife had started a couple months prior to me. And I wasn't quite sure what she was doing. She came home from work one day and talked about meeting with this lady named Stephanie and Isagenix and weight loss. And she and I had already been talking about this anyway. I had been on the paleo diet for about 2 years and had a trainer, and literally between roller derby, my healthy way of eating, and working out on top of it, I have to say I was in the best shape of my life. So I'm like, what's Isagenix? I don't know anything about it. I know paleo.
So I let my wife go ahead and do her cleanse, and she started the system, and I'm watching as she's transforming in front of me, literally in weeks. And I'm like, okay, you kind of got my attention now. And while I supported her through all this and encouraged her, I thought, what better way to do that than to do it with her? So I didn't so much go after Isagenix for the weight loss system. I was lucky enough to be with Stephanie and my wife Christina at Battle on the Bank, which is a national roller derby tournament that was a couple months ago, and really got to know more about the products and then have to explain them to fellow skaters, which I really wasn't sure at that point what I was doing, what I was talking about, and what these products were. So number one, that opened my eyes. Number two, and most importantly, I tried the products, and let me tell you, wow, just wow. So, and again, starting Isagenix, I had no expectations. I expected no phenomenal results from these products. And then I actually took them. So I specifically recall going to practice, again, with roller derby. It's very intense. For those of you that don't know, it is a physical sport. I can compare it to football on skates. It is a contact sport. Therefore, as you can imagine, between the endurance and the physical contact, it's very taxing on the body. So between eating right and trying to already develop my muscles a little more than I already had, I thought, I was okay. And then Stephanie and Christina had me look more into the AMP line, which is our performance pack with Isagenix. Again, I'm pretty well seasoned when it comes to working out, and I thought I was in great shape. Did a workout, was really, really sore the next day. Hydrate and the power. Why aren't you doing this for your practices? And I'm like, good point. So I did the full AMP line in one day for one practice just to see, starting from the hydrate before I took fuel, during, and recover and hydrate after. The very same workout in a week, what a difference it made. Not only did I not feel sore, I was able to walk the next day. Any of you that know what it's like to be sore from working out and you have to assist yourself up and down off of seats and stuff like that, it gets a little bit ridiculous. So I felt nothing in the form of taxing on my muscles. I did not feel dehydrated. I did not feel fatigued. In fact, I felt like I could keep going after 2.5 hours of practice. More importantly, my favorite product, which is the Isagenix Supreme. Now, the AMP line is my baby child, if you will, of the Isagenix products, but this is my bread and butter, and I say that for 2 reasons. Number one, anyone that plays a sport, especially a contact sport, knows it's 80% mental, 20% physical. Isagenix is designed to help you focus, and I have anxiety and a little bit of ADHD, so focus and me are not friends. So when I took Isagenix, I had such clarity, not only in my day-to-day life, but man, derby is my passion outside of my family. And I had never felt more focused, more on my A game, able to go from one strategy to the next in a blink of an eye with nothing clouding my thought process whatsoever. So Isagenix for me is a lifesaver, both outside of sports and on a day-to-day basis for work, for life, for kids. And I have 4 children. Juggling schedules is insane. My own schedules as well. It's just, it gets a little bit hectic. So Isagenix has definitely helped me focus and maintain a schedule without having to constantly look at my phone and say, what do I have going on today? I can recall stuff relatively quickly on Isagenix, so I can't say enough about it. So that's my story. Does anyone have any questions?
I think everyone's muted right now. I get the pleasure of sitting next to this rock star derby girl.
So sweet.
So Ionix is a powerful, powerful product, and I know a lot of people do start with that. And one of the great things about Isagenix in general is it's really hard to overdose on any of these products. So if you have certain things that you need more of in your life, whether it's the stress or the energy or sleeping better or whatever it may be, you can have multiple products and you can have multiple doses of these products, all just based on what you need. And the great thing about Isagenix and the foods that they offer us, it's all natural foods. It's pure, clean. They're plant products. When you look at the ingredients, if you know ingredients at all, you'll see how clean they actually are. You can do several different other types of foods or medications or whatever is a part of your life and not have it interfere in a negative way. People do ask us, what are the side effects? What negative effects will we find? And honestly, you won't find any. I mean, everybody is different, and we're not here to cure, prevent, or treat any type of diseases. But what we do is we provide fuel, and we provide these dense nutrients that, as you can hear from these stories, just make a huge difference to people's lives. So whatever it is, whatever you're looking for, please get back to the person that invited you here tonight. We did record this. So if you want to rewatch this or send it out to any friends and family, anyone that you love, what we are going through is just a huge passion of how we feel, and we're on a mission to share it with as many people as possible because we know people are looking to feel and look better, and we have that opportunity and that solution to help people. Tonight we did find out about a very special gift that we want to offer to each and every one of you, and it's free shipping up to $25. So the company is going to provide free shipping to you no matter where you live, as long as we ship to your country. We are in 15 different countries, so if you have people outside of the United States, absolutely check and see if we're in that country, and we can ship directly to them as well. But free shipping. Then there's going to be a special tomorrow and another special Thursday. So if you need a little bit of time to look through it, or to talk to your friend who invited you tonight, or just to talk to a spouse, or think about it a little bit, you have a couple more days. And when you say yes, which is the biggest thing, say yes. You will find that immediately things will begin to happen for you. Everyone is different as to what you're going to feel and what you're going to experience, but you will be part of something that's absolutely incredible. We have free product pages that are part of our community that you can join in to read people's stories, to see their pictures and their videos and learn more about the products. Whether you've started or not, we want to invite you into our product pages. You can feel free to ask questions, get to know us. We're here to help and support. The people that are involved with Isagenix in general are just those type of people that want to link arms, and they love to help people. We're people, and we really truly care. And that's the biggest thing about what we're offering and what the company offers in general, is we really truly care about people and how people feel. And the great thing is you can actually give some of this to your animals too. So if you care about animals, definitely know that they can be a part of this. I just got 2 new puppies, so they're a part of my life again. We want to thank you guys all so much for coming tonight. If you do have any questions, please go ahead and type them in the chat. We'll stay on just a little bit longer to make sure we can answer those questions. The Facebook group that you were invited to will stay up for a few days. And of course, this video will be in there. Feel free to grab it. It will also be in YouTube, so it's super easy to grab it anytime you want. And again, no matter when you decide to say yes, or whenever you have a question, you're always going to have a support team behind you to answer those questions and to make sure you get off to the best start and continue years and years after being a part of this. Again, we want to thank you so much. Oh, we do have a question. I only saw a portion of it, but I know that we have a couple people answering the questions. I just saw that I'm in chemo. And that is perfectly fine. You cannot do everything while you're doing chemo or radiation. You're limited on a few things because you want that to work. And we cleanse people's bodies, so we keep them really nice and clean. So you can easily do the foods. And what I want to share about that is we've had a lot of cancer survivors and a lot of cancer patients join us. One thing that they really truly experience, and and a lot of them come back pretty quickly and let us know the food actually tastes good, and they're able to keep the food down. And that's a big problem when you're going through the chemo and the radiation, is being able to enjoy food again. And this is something that, especially with our shakes and our bars and our greens, that cancer survivors and patients have done extremely well with. So let us know your situation. We'll try and provide you the best solution that we possibly can. And if we cannot, we do have access to scientists, our nutritionalists, and advisors directly from the company. So anytime you have any questions, no matter how deep it is, no matter how extensive it is, or how unique it is, we will definitely try to provide you an answer. And of course, again, we're not here to prevent, cure, or treat any diseases, but we're providing you with that nutrients, that dense nutrients that will become food that your body reacts extremely well to. Are there any other questions that we can answer right now? If so, go ahead and unmute, and we'll stay on the line. We'd love to answer your questions. Thank you guys all so much for joining us. Heather, Damon, Mary Kay, thank you for your stories. Thank you for putting yourself out there, being vulnerable, and sharing what has happened to you. And thank you guys all so much for joining us. Everybody have a beautiful evening, and welcome back to school and back to health and wellness.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Stephanie,
Thank you guys for doing this with me.
Stephanie, will the group chat up on the right-hand side, or will that disappear?
It does. So it will show up on the recording, but you've got to catch it during. You won't be able to click on them. So go ahead and stay on, and I'll continue to keep this up for a while so that you can scroll through. I know a lot of our presenters received a lot of great feedback, and there were also a couple questions. So we'll stay on. Go ahead and take your time.
There was
Great
a question.
job.
Are your vitamins okay to take while pregnant? I know you can take omegas, but I'm not sure about the vitamins.
Yeah, when you're pregnant and nursing, you have to be a little limited as well. I actually was nursing when I began this program, and so I got very, very extensive with my research on what I could do. And there's a couple particular vitamins you can do. You can do the children's vitamins and the omegas. But as far as our regular vitamins, they are pretty intense. We have a very potent antioxidant in our vitamins, and so that's just not something that the baby needs right away. So I would suggest the kid vitamins and omegas, but when you're pregnant, and again, some of the things I experienced was a little low on energy. I drank a lot of shakes, I ate a lot of bars, I had the greens, the hydrate, it's full of electrolytes and vitamins. Our snacks, we have little snacks, little mama cookies in this house. And we keep blood sugar levels very stable. And that one thing, when you're pregnant, you have a lot of your blood sugar levels will drop up and down. And you want to grab whatever food you can, because you can be so hungry when you're pregnant. And is Marisol still on the phone? I don't think Marisol's on right now, is she? Oh, yeah, there she is. Marisol, if you want to jump on, Marisol has 2 twin toddlers, and she's pregnant right now. So, Marisol, do you, for everyone that's left on, do you want to share a little bit about your story and how you feel, especially being pregnant, because you started it when you were pregnant?
Hello, yes. So far I've been doing that.
Oh, I need you to talk a little bit louder.
Okay. I've been taking the shakes, omegas, and the bars. I've been feeling so much more energized. Oh, hydrate. I've been doing the hydrate, which I believe has helped tremendously, trying to keep up with the boys, and just being pregnant. I think it couldn't come at a better time. So I've really enjoyed doing it.
Amazing difference how you feel, because you had your twins and you weren't doing Isagenix at that time. And then I think you started Isagenix just a couple months into your pregnancy. Was that correct?
Yes, just about 3 months. 3 months into the pregnancy, I started.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, and that was always important for me, of how can it be okay to put different foods or products into my body when you can't do it when you're pregnant and nursing? That always made me a little suspicious. And there's a couple things that you cannot, and the reason for that is because it's very powerful for the baby, but there's so many things that we rely on, that we need that extra energy, we need that extra help, and we need the dense nutrition, especially when pregnant. And I know Marisol believes this way, and we have probably about 5 pregnant girls on our team right now. They feel so good, both parents feel so good being able to give their babies this nutrition while they're growing inside of them. And that has been an amazing experience. And we've seen that with a lot of our children. So do know that if you have any friends that are pregnant or nursing right now and they're struggling, that this is something that you can offer them and offer them some relief.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Marisol. Great. Any other questions? We love to answer questions. Any others at the moment? All right, great. Thank you again so much for being here, guys. We really appreciate it. And thanks for hanging on afterwards, too, to continue to answer questions and hear the information. We are always here for you. So just get back to the person that invited you. We would love to share the free gift that the company offered to us tonight, tomorrow, and Thursday night with you. There's going to be a lot of things going on in the next couple of weeks. We're going to Las Vegas for our annual celebration. And during that time, the company opens up a lot of new product and a ton of specials. So stay tuned because there's some really exciting things happening all throughout the next 2 weeks and plus more than that as well. Jody, to answer your question, we know tonight is free shipping. I'm not sure what's going to happen Wednesday and Thursday, because the company likes to surprise us and give us different promotions. But for tonight, it's free shipping up to $25. All right, guys. You guys all have a fantastic evening. Thank you again so much for joining.
Night.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Or 46. Or
What? What? You guys are crazy.
I got 45.
Hey, Terry, I'll Facebook you real quick. You? Thanks, guys. We'll see everybody.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.